Nandito na sila. Ara na sila. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Maayong gabi sa inyo tanan. We are now at the final of the PFF U19 Boys National Championship Division 1. It's NCRFA against NOFA in a virtual rematch of the U15 Boys National Championship. Jamer De La Cruz with you today. Joining me in the commentary, Claro Manzano. We had a fantastic battle for third between Iloilo and Sox Argen. But here we are, all for the marbles, NCRFA and NOFA. How are you doing today and how excited are you for this game?
No, I'm good. We're just so thrilled from the previous match. That was already a nail-biter. So what more? It's a great way to enter the final. At the end of the day, it all comes down to this. I know these teams faced off before in the group stage, but iba na talaga to, Jamer. It's the reset button, may konting tension. So make or break. This is where not just champions, but heroes are made.
Well, the champions of U15 Boys National Championship, NCRFA, posing real threat as most of their squad is composed of that championship winning side back in 2020. Starting lineups in front of you, Jan Diola on goal. And again, man to watch for NCRFA. You have Dominic Tom, John Halique for NCRFA. Claro, what were you able to get from Coach Taki before the match?
They only have one change in this starting 11 due to suspension. So one of their center backs, we have to confirm exactly who. But you see the faith of Coach Taki in these boys. He already played all of his guns. So you take a look at the lineup on the other hand of NOFA. That's literally zero changes already. They didn't have to change anyone due to cards. So you can say that this is the advantage. Coach Joel Villarino did say that they lost to NCR unfortunately in the group stage, but he said expect to see a different NOFA squad in this final.
Well, here we are, both teams in the middle of the pitch. NCRFA and NOFA for the championship in the PFF U19 Boys National Championship. Maraming salamat po sa panonood. Jamer De La Cruz kasama ni Claro Manzano dito sa commentary. Naway nakapaghapunan na kayo kahit medyo pa maaga dahil intense ang magiging laro na ito. Our match officials for this game. First referee Mick John Pineda, assisted by Chris Mark Nanyola and Relly Balila. Fourth official is Meliton Pelayo and the match commissioner is Robin Kinglet. The scouts are out once again. Coach Stuart Hall just shook our hands going through the commentary booth. Claro, what does this mean for the Stars of Tomorrow?
Stars of Tomorrow, pretty much right after this, Coach did say they're headed to their training camp that will take place in UMAC, I believe, because we have the U19 of the ASEAN Football Federation coming up. So, there's a big chance for these boys to get called up. It's the big stage, flying in from different places in the country. Let's not just forget there's not just two teams to look at. The teams that squared off in the battle for third and fourth have their chance to get scouted. So, all to play for.
Well, I could say that NOFA shook off all the nervousness inside of them. Kanina ba nagwa-warm up sila, they were just laughing. They were just having the time of their lives. They're in the final, no pressure for them. But you cannot say that to a team like NOFA. You are a region that produced a lot of quality players na naglalaro ngayon sa Philippines Football League and even playing for the internationals sa ating Philippine Ascals. How were you able to see NCRFA to the build-up into this game?
You know what they said, speaking to Coach Taki earlier, he's a very experienced coach. He did his education in the UK and I asked him, Coach, what's the mood like? What did you tell your boys? Simple lang yung sagot niya, Jamer. Sabi niya, enjoy, have fun. Walang pressure from coach. But he understands baka may self-imposed pressure from the boys, just pressuring themselves with the nerves, but he told them, it's normal. Normal naman talaga yan, but if you're feeling it, again, enjoy the moment, but this is a chance where, champions are made. So, and experience building yan in football. Yan ang gusto ko. He said, emphasized on that part. It's a great opportunity for them to learn.
Supporters are out in our live stream from all over NCR. Makati, Caloocan, Valenzuela, Malabon, Manila, lahat ng syudad dito sa NCR. At para sa NOFA, Pontevedra, Silay, Sagay, lahat na nakatutok sa ating laro. And here we go for the PFF U19 Boys National Championship. NCRFA playing from left to right, wearing all blue kits. NOFA wearing white and green in this game. Don't blink. That's what I want to say, Claro. Don't blink. If you blink, you will miss some action in this final.
Wag rin tumayo. Simple as this. Wherever you are, kung naka-cellphone, naka-TV, buhat mo yan.
For sure, maraming nanonood sa atin na siguro nasa kanilang mga bahay. Hindi man makapunta rito sa Carmona, Cavite, o kaya pauwi pa lang galing sa trabaho. Pero maraming salamat. Meron din tayong mga supporters na nandito. Of course, family and friends of the players na sumusuporta sa kanila. NCR now looking for that quick counter attack. Foul on NOFA. Free kick for NCRFA.
Very early on, you like to pounce already. We saw that in the first game. So get yourself into the driver's seat. That can spell the difference, even if it's early in the game. So at the same time, parang konting warm-up na rin yan. Feel your opponent, get a feel for the ball. Because you never know. And you like to have that confidence moving forward. We look at players who look out for Din Jamer. NCRFA, Dominic Thomas, their goal scorer last game. They are riding the confidence of a clean sheet, I believe. So Jan Diolo would like that as their goalkeeper. Nofa naman, yes they did concede. Pero yung maganda dun, they know that they can fight out of a deficit. Down sila in their semifinal versus Occidental, but they answered back with 2 goals to end the half and 1 more in the second. So here we go.
Free kick straight to the palms of John Renmart Marceliana.
Although he did concede a goal last game, he is very confident. Entire NOFA team, they're just like a well-oiled, high-octane crew. But ironically, he gave away there, so saan hindi ko yan kinurse.
Well, you would expect that for NOFA. Quick passes, opening the spaces for them. Meanwhile, for NCRFA, they might use their height advantage, but they will have to check on that because NOFA is on the counter attack with Aligora. Great turn. Trying to get past the defender. Clean tackle, says referee Mick John Pineda. No whistle there. Out for throw in for NCRFA.
He has good attitude, Aligora. He lost possession, but he just didn't run back or just walk. He made sure to apply the pressure right away. You'd like to win your side of the pitch. Yung ka-matchup mo, syempre. May konting 1v1s it all over the pitch. So, winning those, take care of your area, and you have a shot at this.
Ball goes out for a NOFA throw in. Ditching had a fantastic game against Soksargen after conceding 1 goal. He was a brick wall in defense for them. He's going to be tested a lot by NCRFA. Foul on Ditching. Babalik ang bola, or rather that was Aligora who got that foul. So babalik ang bola for NCRFA. 3 minutes into this game, pakiramdaman muna to. For sure. Team composed of Makati FC and Tuloy sa Don Bosco. Coach Taki Suzuki posting a possession-based squad in this match. They know they don't have the height advantage. You could already see the difference in terms of height between the players of NCRFA and NOFA, as a referee, Meg John Mineta, just wanted to clear out the air. Might be some collisions inside. Like what we were saying, Claro, height difference is there. NOFA might have a slim advantage in the height department.
That's true. They might be able to win the long balls, but if you are NCRFA, they like keeping the ball on the ground, Jamer. Tuloy sa Don Bosco, they have a good number of players. So parang 50-50 siya, diba, with the last tournament. So they have some futsal experience, which helps in ball control. And that's how they'd like to take things to matter, given that you said NOFA, they have the physical advantage. But both teams are very, very technical too, so we are up for some beautiful football.
Long pass, headed away by Samalegre, only to the path of Halique. Here's NCRFA clearance once again for the team captain, asking for his back line to help him out. A couple of threats already coming from Halique and Occid.
Jeremy, look at the confidence. NCRFA, they put their back line all the way past already, so they're not protected by offside right now.
Lovely turn from number 27, the hat-trick scorer from the last game, Roderick Rodriguez. Masasabi natin na bibit-bitin nito ni Rodriguez sa harap ang NOFA, knowing that they only had 5 strikers to try out for their squad, and he's the only one who made it to the start list as of the moment. Some of them were actually converted to midfield, or they're being forced to convert themselves to midfield. But for now, NOFA on the counter-attack. Once again, over the right side. Click on. Continuation, pero walang foul, sabi ni referee Mick John Pineda, and the play goes on. NCRFA with their own version of counter-attack. Into the middle of the park. Runner over the right side. Marceliana commits, and NOFA breathes another life.
Very well read. You know, he got possession, immediately laid it off. We want to play quick. You want to keep it on the ground also. They have the option at target man din si Rodriguez, given his physique and great technicals. We spoke about players to watch out for nga, Jamer, nung NCRFA. We just ran through them. And that guy you mentioned, Roderick Rodriguez, tip of their spear.
Check that, claro. A chance for NCRFA. But that went over the bar. So, NCRFA went a little bit close. Let's take a look at that, claro.
See, he's able to secure it, but the volley, that's very tricky. But if you nail it, you're definitely gonna be a hero. My frustration, of course, if you don't, but I think that's one of the first legitimate chances of the game. So, you can say, that should give you confidence moving forward. Tuloy nyo yan if you are NCRFA.
NCRFA still putting on the pressure on NOFA. Labayan clears the line for the boys in white and green.
Just to elaborate lang dun sa player to look out for in Rodriguez, more of dribbler siya with the way they scouted him in tryouts. Pero they want him to be more of that target man nga. So ang gagawin, i-lay off niya sa other teammates, because their strength is in their midfield when you look at NOFA, and then hopefully they get to bring up their numbers forward, and that's where they get their chance to shoot. 4-1-4-1 formation sila.
NCRFA rather putting on the pressure once again. Long pass, finds Tom. The first touch wasn't there for Dominic Tom, the goal scorer in the semifinal against Iloilo FA, but they still have a chance over the left side of the field. Now it goes out. Corner for NCRFA.
Now, so far so good, at least for the defense of NOFA. But at the end, you want to be building up from the back, not just soaking up pressure. You can say it's quite unsustainable to do that the whole time. So you would like to have the ball. Because, Jim, we spoke about it last game. You hold the ball, your team gets less tired. You dictate possession.
Another long ball. Marceliana almost built it. The offside flag came up. And they're saved again.
So ulitin nga daw nila to, Jamer. Resume play.
Coach Joel Villarino will be asking a lot from his back line here, from Alegre and everyone else for NOFA.
Unfortunately, unforced error. That's the last thing you want to do in a final, syempre, because that can just swing momentum. Mistakes can just snowball or go like a domino, and that's the last thing you want to see, especially on this stage.
But is this a case of NOFA reeling NCR in, thinking that they might commit those mistakes and then just go for the counter-attack? We've seen that in that game against Soc-Sargent. They conceded first, but even after conceding, high-octane passing, triangular passing from them, and then they were on the counter-attack, quick-fire double before the end of the first half that gave them the lead.
I think you can say that also. Yung problema lang, baka mapagod yung NOFA overall. Coach Joe said he likes to go all the way with the 11 players. Unfortunately, some of them weren't able to continue all the way. Hence yung substitutions sa last game, which were very late.
Treyes, forward pass, looking for Rodriguez, cleared away by NCRFA. Closing in on 10 minutes of this game. Nagkakapaan pa ang NCR at ang NOFA.
So NOFA, let's see if they'll be able to use the possession that they have already.
Rodriguez. Possession stays with the boys in white and green.
You know, just looking back at the last game na Jamer ng Nova, sabi ni Coach, he's happy. Coach Joel Villarino, they executed everything that he asked for. Pero nung laro na yun, galit na galit pa rin si Coach nung second half.
Yes.
Despite of them executing.
Very animated down the touchline, asking a lot from his players, even though they are 2-1 ahead of Soc Sargent, but paid off. They won 3-1 over Soc Sargent to book their ticket to the final. Now they have a throw-in deep into the territory of NCRFA.
When you think of it nga, yung style ni Coach Joel Villarino, more of pushing his players talaga. Kita nga natin, very vocal. When you look at Coach Taki Suzuki, more of that relaxed type of guy talaga, just letting things come to them. Siya yung nagka-calm ng nerves. So, different coaching styles, they can work, of course.
Treyes could not maneuver his way past blue shirts, but they regain possession. Forward pass over the right side, and the goalkeeper commits. John Diola was alert to the possibility, and now NCRFA will go for their own version of the counter-attack into the middle. Ram Treyes to Rodriguez. Might have been offside there. Madame Celia. Still with Madame Celia. Now he finds Aligora over the left side of the field. Aligora against Nunes. Nunes wins. And NCRFA off to the races. They go for the counterattack. Through pass. Finds Haligwe. Takes a strike. Went wide for number 10, Haligwe. Let's take a look at that again, Claro.
You know, that's John Lloyd Haligwe. He's one of the guys again in their dynamic duo along with Dominic Tom. Yes, Dominic Tom did score, but they have that great connection, the two of them, in that 4-4-2. The two strikers need to have a great understanding of each other. We saw it last game, so will they be able to do it again? If you are NCRFA, just more than one goal. Para sure lang na, Jamer. Para may insurance goal.
In a team against NOFA, you cannot just score one goal against them if you want to win the championship. You have to score 2 or 3 goals to impose your dominance over NOFA. But for sure, NOFA won't back down. NCRFA, long pass looking for Dominic Tom, goes straight to the gloves of Marceliana.
When you talk about NOFA, maganda rin yung system nila. And to add to that, they have great personnel, strong in every position. So that's great. That's an all-around team.
Ditching was forced out for a throw-in. Quick play for NOFA. Ball stays out, and another throw-in.
You can say both teams had a shot at midfield, but I think NCRFA is the one who had a bit more clear-cut chances up front.
Foul against NOFA.
Looking back lang no Jamer, previous results, so NCRFA 1-0 over Iloilo. That was still close fought, although they did dominate the possession, momentum.
I gotta stop you there, Claro, as a chance for NCRFA. Haligwe over the left side. Patience is a virtue for NCRFA as they wait for the chance to come again through this throw-in. They're gonna take that back to De Gracia. Forward pass cleared away by Marceliana. Ball stays in possession of NCRFA.
You see the clockwork of NCRFA. Yes, we did mention the strength of NOFA, but another chance, Jamer, easily picked up.
Marceliana committing to get that ball. Now chance for NOFA through Rodriguez. Headed away by NCRFA. Marceliana. Now they go again. Interception. NCR ang aatake. Mula sa kaliwa, papunta sa gitna. Cleared by Ditching. Fast-paced action here in the first 15 minutes of the game between NCRFA and Nofa. Player goes down. I think that was Halike or Tom. We have to check. Yeah, that was Dominic Tom.
Kita natin yung gigil at that's what ended the spell here. Tom taking a fall, another set piece. You have to take advantage of what's pretty much given to you. They drew the foul because of their great amount of pressure that they brought forward. They started the game earlier also with a set piece. Kita nga natin, Jamer, earlier, NCRFA, they were being patient. They had the ball in the center, they had the ball on the right, they were swinging it, but they also have the left. So let's see if they'll be able to use that arsenal in their attack later. But first things first, they have a set piece that they can just use to their advantage.
Free kick for NCRFA, 4-man wall for Marceliana and Nofa. Here's the delivery. Straight to the bosom. That is John Marceliana.
Straight to the keeper, nasa gitna ng goal. So ideally, you'd like to put that in the top corner. Let's see how these boys will be able to develop.
Rodriguez now on the counter. Clearance only as far as another white shirt. But now NCRFA with their own version of a counter attack. Halike. Ditching goes down. Collision with Ditching. Physical game. Just 16 minutes into this championship match, Claro. So far, this game is living up to its expectation.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Tingnan natin, how will this game go down in the latter stages of the second half? Yung intensity, ganito na, 16 minutes in. Well, one big factor din siguro, how will the substitutes play, make their impact in the game? Let's not also forget, fatigue may be a factor. Can they keep up this back and forth football? It's tiring for the players. I know, knowing both coaches, they want to play that slow game of possession, bringing those passes forward, winning the midfield.
Haren de Gracia will send this one inside the box. Headed in, but nobody there in blue shirt for South. And it will be a goal kick for Nofa. Claro, I would just like to announce 2,000 viewers on Facebook Live right now. This is like the Copa Paulino Alcantara final, Claro.
Sobra, but remember, equivalent to ng mga bata. It's the stars of tomorrow. They have a chance to get scouted. PFF U19 coming up soon. Coach Stuart Hall is here. Right? He passed by the panel just to give a hello. He and Coach Niboy Pedemonte have that task at hand of picking up the youngsters to send for the regional tournament.
Poor clearance for Nofa, but Marceliana is alert to that mistake. Now they will have a chance to reset. They go straight away to Rodriguez. Shirt tugging there from NCRFA. Nofa wanting to go for the quick counter through that free kick, but they have to wait. They will have to wait.
Siguro konting patience na nga muna daw kasi kita natin yung back and forth. Enjoy yung mga fans pero nakakapagod yan if you are on the pitch, of course.
Headed down by NCRFA. Valderrama takes it back, waiting for the opportunity to come their way. Nofa, they will just reset. And right now, giving them a chance to reset, looks like they're going to opt for a 4-3-3. This is how they transition from defense to offense. And Rodriguez, the lone striker, now being joined by two wingers. But NCRFA with a counter-attack. Great through ball for Halike. Marceliana commits. And now, Nofa with their own version of a counter-attack through Madame Celia. No foul. And again, end-to-end stuff for Nofa and NCRFA. Ramtreyes. Here's Rodriguez. Now there is a foul called against Rodriguez, and NCRFA can reset.
Nofa, they had a promising spell, you can say, pretty much dun sa gitna. That's how they were able to get the ball forward. You can say Marceliano was able to get the stop for them. Okay, Ideally, you'd love to give your keeper less work, but they can move forward in confidence, knowing that magaling din yung keeper nila. His great handles, great judgment, sweeper keeper action nga.
Sorry, Claro. Here's a counter attack for Nofa. Left side attack for Aligora right now. Oh, miscommunication with Ram Treyes. To the dismay of course Joel Villarino, and now NCRFA with a chance of their own version of a counter attack. South dribbling pass, ditching to the middle. Halique thinking about his options, to the left, to the right side rather. Poor clearance from ditching, and Alegre covers for him.
You love the creativity there, Jamer. Kitang-kita. Nasa gitna sila. May option sa left, pero medyo malapit siya. So they played it off to the right. They had some space. So that's what you'd like to see if you're NCRFA.
That was Fabillar, and now this is going to be a long throw. Check that. They're taking it quick. Oh, almost an incisive pass there. But they go back and reset for a goal kick. Forward pass, looking for Rodriguez. Jola commits, stops, and finally commits to gather the ball against the running Roderick Hat-Trick Rodriguez.
Love the nickname. If you're NCRFA, he's the last man you'd like to have with the ball for obvious reasons. I'm sure they got to take a look at how we played last game. Well, if Nova, kudos for setting him up.
Here's NCRFA once again. Halique over the left side, too strong of a pass. And Nofa can say, kalmahin, mahaba pa ang laro.
Mahaba pa ang laro. 20 minutes in, pero okay yung action natin, Jamer. Tuloy-tuloy ito.
Halique taken down but no foul called. Ram Treyes recovers for Nofa. Clearance by NCRFA. Back-to-back action. And now, they calm things down to their team captain, De Gracia.
You love what you're seeing, youth football. Siguro, Jamer, in development, no? I mean, that's the standard now. Kitang-kita natin, piniplay back nila yung bola sa backline, building up from there, also giving it to the keeper.
NCRFA now with their possession. Halique sends it forward. Marceliana commits. But an offside is called against NCRFA. So far, the offside trap is working for Coach Joel Villarino and his squad.
Looking at that tough spell for them, but Nova just holding on. Kasi ito a tough spell for them there.
Babalik ang bola sa Nofa. 23 minuto pa lang ang nakakalipas simula na nagsimula tayo rito. Pero kala mo isang oras na tayo naglalaro dahil sa tindi ng laban ng Nofa at ng NCRFA.
Kaya nga. So yung big factor dito is yung fatigue. Will they be able to keep this up through the game? Medyo, sabi nga ni Coach Stewart, may 2-year holiday not being able to play games. So they can call the way. That's a great sign, Jamer. Not just for both teams, but for the U19 national team.
Nakikita na natin ang fitness level ng mga players dito sa U19 Boys National Championship. Kung wala tayong phrase na sinasabing U19 Boys National Championship, iisipin mo parang hindi sila 19 years old kung maglaro eh. They're like 20, 21 years old, under 23s, you may say, sa level ng pinakikita nila dito. Now NCRFA through ball to Halique. Sorry, we have to focus on this one. Halique is still going for the ball, but now intercepted. Sam Alegre blocked by Gatungay, and NCRFA regains possession. Dominic Tom waited for that ball, and NCRFA gathers once again.
Ang grabe ng technical ability nila. You see the progression of Philippine football over the years. U19 Jamer, sabi mo, kala mo U21, 23 eh.
See, even the confidence to take a strike from there. People would say na cross lang yun. No, it was a shot on target. it was a shot on target by South.
Tapos dinig din yung power. So, kudos din kay Marceliana. Great control.
Long ball now for Nova. Clearance para kay De Gracia. Alegre slips. Dominic could not capitalize. There is a mistake, but it will bounce to Marceliana. An easy gather for the number 88.
You see Nova's looking promising in the midfield. Pero as of late, they haven't been able to get to the attacking third. Dun sila natatalo sa duel.
Valderrama sends that forward for the number, or rather that was Valderrama on the run. Too strong of a pass, pero babalik ang possession for Nova. Alipon dispossessed. Chansa para sa mga taga Metro Manila. South with the right side. Great flick on, but intercepted by Nova. Through pass, looking for Rodriguez. Diola commits and clears the line for NCRFA. Offside ang itatawag. That is the third offside for NCRFA and only for Halikwe.
Kita natin yung clearance. So, it's great again by the keeper. Yung mahalaga dun is great judgment. You have to be able to coordinate with your backline. Yung clearance nga pumunta sa attacking third. So, there was almost a chance for NCRFA. Pero offside na nga.
Forward pass looking for Valderrama there. That was Madame Celia. He still has it. Now NCRFA covers and clears it only as far as Madame Celia. Ram Treyes through the middle. Dispossessed. NCRFA going on the counter-attack once again.
You know, although they lost possession there, overall both teams kita natin yung kanilang confidence in being able to negotiate traffic.
NCRFA could not close out real quick, and now the danger man, Rodriguez, on the ball, looking for his teammates. Here's a chance for the number 11, wide. First real threat coming from Nova, and Aligora just sends that wide off the left post.
You have to be disappointed with a finish like this, but you're able to get close to the goal, so they just have to keep that coming. Make sure they stay focused at the back. You don't want to give up anything else, but Fair Nova, you'd like to see the progress you're making in this match. Knowing Coach Joel, kahit okay pa yung ginagawa nyo, he will still be vocal at you. That's his style of coaching.
But will you be surprised, Claro, when I tell you that is their first shot on goal for Nova?
No, you can say so because kanina okay yung midfield play nila, but they weren't able to get it. They're able to move it from side to side. Ngayon lang na nakabiyay sila sa attacking third.
South looking for that through ball for Halikwe, but Halikwe wasn't alert to the possibility. And now Marceliana will just reset for the boys in green and white. Ram Treyes, may tanga ng bola para sa Nova. Alipoon, intercepted once again by NCRFA. South ang magsisimula ng counter-attack para sa kanila. To the middle, looking for Nunes. Interception, Ram Treyes kontra Pabiliar. Ito na naman ang NCRFA. South. Ay, too strong of a pass. They almost went on the clear. South just had a miscommunication with one of his teammates.
Kita natin compact yung NCRFA. Earlier yung Nova may opportunity to move forward, I think, with Reyes. Pero kita natin wala siyang kasama sa kaliwa, sa kanan. Yung mga kasama niya sa midfield, yung striker in Rodriguez was left up forward. So nawala yun.
Long ball. Marceliana punches away, ditching Madame Mesilia. To Alipoon, wriggling his way past three players in blue. Now they get possession, offloading it to the right. into the middle. Scramble inside the box and Nova prevails. Counter-attack. Ram Reyes dispossessed by South once again.
Reyes seems to be shaken up, but he's had his struggles in matching up as of late with his midfield counterparts ng NCRFA.
NCRFA clears the line. Madame Celia with the ball. Alipoon through ball, looking for Valderrama down the right flank. Valderrama tried to send it in, but dispossessed by NCRFA, and the noise level has died down dito sa aking kanan. Supporters from Nova, they can feel the pressure coming in from NCRFA. Forward pass, and now to the applause of the fans of Negros Occidental Football Association.
You saw Nova, may possession spells sila moving forward. So tuloy pa rin yung NCRFA yung nag-counter. NCRFA had to put their numbers back earlier.
Now long ball cleared out by Alegre. Rodriguez could not get the ball. Ram Reyes sends that forward for Valderrama to utilize down the right side of the field. Valderrama cuts in. Still with Valderrama. Cuts inside, a strike! Diola saves.
He had that individual display, taking the shot from distance. He had his options left and right. Yes, it was saved by the keeper. But who knows? He had those options again.
A technical finesse of these boys, cutting out, cutting back in, and taking a strike from distance. And Diola just making sure to cover the goal and not concede 30 minutes into this game. Ram Reyes, babalik kay number 70, Araes. Madame Celia. Ram Reyes. Good control from Ram Reyes. Rodriguez on the turn. What a flick! He's almost on the clear. But now Nova, patient build up for them. But now NCRFA with the dispossession, and they will go for their own counter attack. The boys in blue gathering the numbers here in the middle. Still with NCRFA, Halique. Poor touch, and it goes out for a goal kick.
You have to feel the frustration. I mean, luck was just not on your side. Simple as this. That happens, but it's about taking advantage of every opportunity that you have. But that was looking promising from NCRFA.
Really?
Nova going forward. So, that opened things up at the back. Kaya you can say, delikado din yung NCRFA on the counter. That's what we know for sure.
Really, really promising for NCRFA. Wala kang maitapon dito sa first 33 minutes ng game na to, Claro.
Dikit na dikit talaga.
Sobrang dikit. Ditching, blocks, Reyes, lobs, ditching heads. And now NCRFA goes for the counter. Halique, the danger man. The fallback guy is Dominic Tom. Now Halique takes a strike using his weak foot. That will go out for their 5th shot of the game. But the pressure is still mounting for NCRFA.
Well wide of the goal, but you just don't want to give them confidence to take shots like that at all. But if you're NCRFA though, you'd have to be happy that you're paving way for shots, not just a matter of being able to take full advantage of them, get quality looks. We saw that was taken with the weak foot, as you mentioned.
Rodriguez, what a skillful player. The number 27, he will have to wait for his chance. An error here for NCR. Strike from Rodriguez. Falls to the path of Valderrama. Fakes it. Won't take it. And now NCRFA clears for a corner.
I think it's been a while since we last saw a counter sa Nova. May corner kick sila ata early in the game, no?
This is actually their first corner
First lang talaga.
for Nova.
Check that.
That's as tight as it can get. One apiece. So lahat ng play natin, klaro, nang gagaling sa open play ngayon. Not through the set pieces. We're not getting too much from the set pieces, but most of it are coming from the open plays.
It's been beautiful. But referee Mick John Pineda letting them play. Players are able to showcase their technicalities, running their respective systems.
Valderrama sends it inside. Arraez could not head it in past Diola. And a goal kick for NCRFA. Nobody's actually getting the advantage in terms of possession, claro. Somewhat 50-50. But if you're going to pick a side, who actually utilizes the better of the possession right now?
The way things are going right now, it's gonna have to be NCRFA. Yes, 50-50 yung possession, pero majority of that 50% in NCRFA, at least nasa attacking half. They have a healthy amount also dun sa final third. Nova naman halos nasa gitna siya.
100 less viewers and we're close to 2,500. Please do keep sharing this stream. Intense match. Saud, the right side, a foul against number 11 Aligora. He'll feel that, but he's gonna shake that off.
Well, let's not forget, no? Oh, you're trying to push your numbers down the line, guys. Pwede nyo sabihin, oy, nakita ko itong player sa U19. And years down, they'll be, a good number of them will be in the pros. So, yan ang maganda dito.
Free kick for the team captain, Samalegre and Nova. Went past everybody there. Rodriguez chasing the ball to the other team captain, and the ball goes out for a throw-in.
Baka malungkot yung mga viewers, Jamer, kasi finals na. But let's not forget, next week, may Division 2 pa tayo in different regions.
You can still catch some action locally for those Division 2 teams in the U19 Boys National Championship. Ito yung grassroots program na hinahanap natin, no? We have the Division 1 Championship right now. Next week, we'll start Division 2, and whoever wins in the regional championships will progress to Division 1 of the U19 Boys National Championship. And those who did not perform quite well in the Division 1 will be relegated to Division 2.
Yan talaga, no? Because of that, lahat ng games may bearing talaga. Just a matter of teams showing their A-game every single time.
Come to think of it, in the grassroots level, we have a promotion relegation format. Strike from distance from Saud, almost catching us off guard, but Marceliana says, nope, Tito J and Claro, I got you covered.
You see it here, Marceliana, calmly composed. It's been routine for him at the moment. No? A lot of shots taken natin, pero para mga practice saves lang yan for him.
Stand corrected, that was Pabiliar who took the strike from distance. But NCRFA trying to get the possession once again. Nova now on the counter. Aligora to the middle to Ram Treyes. Babalik ang bola kay Madame Celia. Madame Celia has been the cog of midfield for Nova as of the moment.
Ganda talaga ng shiftiness. Kind of reminds me of how you'd see Manny Ott move in the midfield, diba? Napaka-fluid.
Quick turns, checks the shoulders, and then just blasts off.
Tanungan natin mamaya, sino idol niya?
Sino kaya?
Mga kaibigan niya. Pakilagay sa comments.
Kakasabi lang natin, no? 2,500 viewers now, and a chance for Nova Aligora over the left side of the field. Ushered out for a corner. Second one for Nova.
Every chance, every spell counts. So tuloy-tuloy na ito. If you are Nova, you're getting it already. What you asked for and what you plan to do. NCRFA had their opportunity. So if you'd like to take full advantage of that, grab it by the horns. And then you'll have NCRFA begging for not taking advantage of what they had earlier. But so far, it's been an even affair. It's been millimeters. A game of all those tiny advantages.
Here's the corner. Strike from Valderrama just goes out. But Coach Joel Villarino is happy that they were patient in that sequence of play. They will have to wait for that chance to come back again to their side.
So yan, kita na natin, you can say, yung kanilang aggression in the final third because that's what they were lacking earlier. Okay na yung midfield, so time to progress onto the attacking third.
5 minutes and some added time here in this first half remaining. Still an even battle between NOFA and NCRFA. Gaya nga ng sabi natin before the match, there might be some unfinished business right here for NOFA as NCRFA took home the gold in the U15 Boys National Championship 2 years ago. And here they are again, virtually the same side that played in that championship. And NOFA just shrugging off any pressure that they're getting right now and matching the pace and the pressure coming from NCRFA.
Dikit na dikit talaga ang itong laro, Jamer. We can't say, oh, one team is more experienced than the other. Same matchup to nung 2019 nung these players are playing in the U15. So, psychological lang siguro yung advantage because NCRFA beat NOFA sa group stage. And group stage dito, sorry, sa U19. And then back in 2015, NCRFA won in extra time also.
Yeah. Slim win for NCRFA. That was through Dominic Tom. I think that was a direct shot on goal in that championship at extra time.
So let's see if we'll be up for another thriller, no? Okay itong dalawang batch from the two regions.
Bragging rights din ang nakasalalay dito, knowing that NOFA had produced a lot of talents in Western Visayas, whereas NCRFA, sasabihin ng iba, some of those players came from the provinces as well, but they were developed here in the National Capital Region.
So may bragging rights.
NCRFA through South. Pabiliar wasn't just alert for that chance, and now NOFA will hold on to the ball.
That's exactly what you want to see from a team captain, si Sam Alegre. Sumenyas siya kay Marceliana, oy, ikaw na. In a situation like that. So, you love to have that. My confidence ka moving forward again because the way your backline, your keeper communicate will also carry on to the midfield play, the attack.
At parang alam talaga ng mga players yung oras. 3 minutes remaining in this first half. Medyo nag-die down yung pace nung laro.
But
then, Rodriguez says, Tito, teka lang. Gusto kong umatake. Diola says, wait ka lang din dyan.
Kita nga natin, 3 minutes to go. At the least, you want to enter the halftime huddle 0-0. Or you will be hearing siguro earful from your respective coaches. Enter halftime 0-0. So okay lang, may 45 minutes naman mamaya.
Halike sends that forward. Offside ang itatawag ni referee Mick John Pineda thanks to his linesman. Close but not close enough for NCRFA, but thumbs up out there. Let's see it again.
So offside siya na rito.
See, Lance Locsin was just offside in that sequence of play. Offside trap is working to or working in favor of NOFA. 4 offsides right now for NCRFA. 3 coming from Malika and then that one coming from Locsin.
And that's what we just wanted to bring up actually. So if you are NOFA, you gotta put in that extra work. Timing, chemistry. How do you like to play your passes given that NCRFA have gotten their offside trap up to speed?
Now NOFA trying to operate down the right side of the field, covered by 2 players in blue. They will get that out. Cuts in, out, cleared away by NCRFA, and we go for a counter-attack through Halike. Halike through to Locsin. Up to the races, the blue shirts, they go. Halike intercepted by Arais. Alipoon finds the open man, but blocked by Nunes, who will take it back to Diola. Ditching to Ram Treyes. A minute remaining in this first half. Great touch. Turns. Looks for a teammate through the legs of a defender. Alipoon. Turns again. Back to Arais. And Valderrama controls possession down that right side, trying to get past his opponent, his opposite number, into the middle. A strike! Blocked and cleared by the boys in blue.
I was looking dangerous. They got to form their triangles in the middle of the box. We see on the instant replay there's a chance, but they were looking to play one of their guys up forward.
The sequence of play again. 2 minuto ang idadagdag ng ating referee sa first half na ito.
I just want to check that earlier, Jamer. It was Nova who have their offside trap fine-tuned. So it's up to NCRFA. How will they be able to add even more creativity to what they're doing right now?
Nakikita siguro nila na si Halike, imbes na yung run niya is diagonal, it's too direct, too straight for them. That's why he's being caught by the offside flag. And now it's working wonders for Coach Joel Villarino. And towards the end of the first half, Valderrama will take a free kick for Nova. Numbers inside the box. You have the hat-trick scorer, Rodriguez, lurking.
Let's see, will that fine form continue for him?
Valderrama waits. Sends it inside, high, wide, and not so handsome for the number 10.
Both teams is so eager to draw first blood, no? Sigurado may gigil pa rin. Finals na nga, di ba? You can be so composed heading into the game. Pag kick-off, kita natin may nerves, may crowd eh.
Forward pass headed away by Nova. One last chance for Valderrama and the boys in green and white. Sending it forward to Aligora into the middle. Rodriguez isn't there, but they have chance once again. Madame Celia, just poor first touch from him. And NCRFA gets possession. Sao to Halike. Through pass, looking for Sao down the right side. Into the middle. Sao takes a strike off a teammate. NCR still with the ball. Halike waits, takes a strike, blocked. Nova clears. And the foul is called against NCRFA. Crowd getting up to their feet in that last sequence of play, Claro.
No, golden opportunity. NCRFA, they got to push down the Nova backline, as you see in the instant replay. Whatever has disciplined Nova pushing forward.
That's 45 minutes done. First half of action between NCRFA and Nova. They will go to halftime break level, just like how we started. And we ourselves will take a break after that frantic first 45 minutes. It's NCRFA 0, Nova 0.
Gusto ko goal sa 18.
Halftime at the PFF National Training Center. It's NCRFA nil, NOFA nil in an all-action-packed first half. As we take a look into the highlights, Claro, what stood out the most for you in that first 45 minutes?
One thing's for sure, both teams are definitely atin dikit na dikit ang ating laro. So it's the finer margins. Teams have been able to try to exploit that, but just a matter of time that will tell right now. If necessary, we will be heading to extra time because we need to have a winner. But at the end, we love the quality football that we are seeing. We know it's been some time. That 2-year holiday Coach Stewart was talking about due to the quarantine. These boys weren't able to get some action, but we love what we're seeing.
Key players, Halique from NCRFA and somebody in NOFA stepping up in the number 12, Francis Madamesilia. They're working so hard to help his side to get the early lead, but goalkeepers Jan Diola and John Marceliana just could not be broken after 45 minutes. And now we have a chance to take a look at some of the highlights. NCRFA leading the possession a little bit, 60-40, but the shot counts is something that we have to look into. 5 right now for NCRFA, only 1 for NOFA. How surprising is that for you?
Given NOFA, they really want to dominate the midfield with their 4-1-4-1 formation. Yes, you're okay with the midfield, but we were talking about it earlier, Jemmer. They got their numbers to the attacking third, but now it's about getting more chances. Not just numbers on the board, pero dapat to yung mga quality opportunities. I think that one shot that they got on target, they had their great combinations in. So it's just a matter of progressing at the same sure mag-ingat lang sila sa likod because they don't want to concede all of a sudden to such a dangerous team also in NCRFA.
So 45 minutes is history in this championship match in the PFF U19 Boys National Championship Division 1. 45 minutes left. If no one can score a goal or get an advantage, we go to extra time, 15 minutes each half. If after 30 minutes still no winner, we go to the dreaded penalty shootout.
That's something fans are gonna enjoy for sure. Pero yung mga neutral fans, just to clarify, yung mga NCRFA faithful tsaka yung taga Negros Occidental, they want to seal the deal right away. Of course, understanding their different perspectives. But should that happen, it's gonna be a great experience for the players. U19 pa lang nga. And then tuloy-tuloy pa rin, an opportunity for them to get scouted by professional teams, college scouts also. And that's just to add to the AFF U19 that's coming up. So a lot of options on the table for them. They just keep doing their thing.
And here's one more interesting thing for you, Claro. The sides have switched. NCRFA defending from right to left. And we all know that the crowd of NOFA is here at our right side of the panel. On the other hand, NCRFA and the Tuloy Don Bosco Foundation on the left side, they will have to scream at the top of their lungs in order to rattle either NOFA or NCRFA. So, 45 minutes left. Are you seeing a late winner here in the second half, or will we go to the extension?
We were talking about it off air, right? And I was thinking that we're gonna see one late. So I'm not hoping, but I think that's what we're gonna see with the game, the way the game has been going, Jamer. And yung maganda, when you're attacking, you have the motivation to get forward because as you progress, you get closer to your fans. So, andun na yung intensity. The way to be cheering will be inviting you more. So that's gonna be a psychological boost.
The football gods have put us all on pause for 2 years. But when we came back in action, tuloy-tuloy bigla ang laban dito sa Philippine football, and now 45 minutes await for the winner of the PFF U19 Boys National Championship Division 1. NCRFA with the possession through the throw-in. They will be looking to attack and pick up where they left off, dominating possession and the shot counts in the first half as they take on a strike from distance right then and there. But it's off the mark for NCRFA.
Still looking to challenge the keeper. I think they're able to see a pocket, but these keepers again are tough, so we might have to see those combinations to be able to find yourself one-on-one with the keeper, get away from your defenders, and that applies to both teams.
NCRFA defending really well and sending that forward right away for the counter, but nobody in blue shirt is up front, so they will have to wait. So far, Madame Cecilia and Diola has been doing a fantastic job keeping the scoreline to 0-0.
You could say so. Madame Cecilia has been the man for them in the middle for Nofa and trying to control that midfield. You can say competitive na yung Nofa midfield. We know we can see better when they move forward together. Diola, on the other hand, had to pick up a number of occasions to stop the attack of Nofa.
NCRFA defending now. Flick back. And now, using that left side of the field, we go. NCRFA still with the possession. Could not pull the trigger, and Nofa will go on a counter-attack foul on NCRFA. Madame Cecilia did not like that challenge.
So let's see, not getting what you want, will that affect you psychologically? Kasi nandun na nga yung 45 minutes, wala pang lamang. We want to talk about real quick lang, Jamer. Tuloy-tuloy ang ating football fiesta or galore, no? Kasi tapos na yung Copa, and then we have the PFF U19's Division 1. Because there is a Division 2. My Ascal's AFC qualifications. That's the AFC Asian Cup.
Nofa right now being forced to defend. Now they will be freed up for the counter-attack. Commentators curse. And NCRFA goes for their own version of a counter-attack over the right side of the field. A foul on NCRFA. Exchange of words there between Sam Alegre and I think that was Cyril Saut.
So there it comes already, Jamer. Umiinit na rin ang ating mga players. And just to add to all the list that we mentioned of the different Philippine football events coming up, we have the AFF Women's Championship. Our beloved Malditas will be coming home. Pilipinas. So tensions are still up on the pitch at the moment. Now we had a long stoppage, so will this affect any of the teams that we have at the moment? Who will be able to get out of this? You can see somewhat of a short stoppage.
Sorry, I just have to digest what's happening right now. Nofa being forced to defend quite really well against NCRFA. Couple of fouls out there, but right now, freed up front is Valderrama, but that will be cleared for a throw-in.
We had a stoppage, but still so much going on with the referee having to handle things. Yung nga si referee Mick John Pineda.
But again, earlier, he's just allowing play go on kahit na medyo intense yung first half.
Well, let's not be surprised if we see that back and forth action that would happen sometimes.
Ito na, naririnig na natin ang Nofa. Cleared para sa NCRFA. Ito yung nakakamiss. No, klaro. Yung sigawan ng fans. And even at the stage of under 19, na nandito sila sumusuporta. Grabe. Namiss ko to.
And it's been crazy, of course. So a great way again. But nonetheless, people have to continue to stay safe, of course. But let's enjoy this moment.
Here's NCRFA right now. Poor pass, and now Rodriguez gets the ball. Rodriguez cannot get it through. to the dismay of the coaching staff of NOFA. Foul on NCRFA.
So you see, Jamer, this spell of play that we just had was because of a giveaway. And CRFA pretty much gave away possession to NOFA. So NOFA's gonna make them pay the price, and they pick up a delicious or a dangerous set piece.
Strong challenge there from Bravo. And I think Valderrama just said thank you sa foul. We have a scoring opportunity through this free kick, and the one who will take it, Jerome Aligora.
So kita na nga natin yung body language, or some players already exchanging words with each other, hoping for every edge. That's part of the game.
Banter parang pros na, no?
Oo nga eh. Ingat na lang kasi baka mahuli sila ng ref. That's what we can say.
Exactly. Now here's the free kick. Delivered inside. Saved by Diola. But what a curler that is. If it had gone in. But now counter-attack for NCRFA. Player is down. Foul against NOFA. Things are getting physical in the first 7 minutes of the second half.
NCRFA were about to go and count the numbers not on the side of NOFA. So you can say that foul worked out to their advantage. Defensive free kick siya. Hindi naman siya in striking distance of the goal.
NCRFA. Forward pass. Great pass. Alegre with an even better clearance there. And now, NOFA on the counter. Quick 1-2 between Aligora and Ramt Reyes. The boys in green and white are on the counter. Madame Celia could not get the ball. Dominic Tom forced to defend now for NCRFA. Babalik ang bola kay Marceliana.
So, very animated Coach Joel Villarino right in front of us.
He wants the quick play, but Marceliana just holding off there. Right now, Ramt Reyes looking for Rodriguez. Rodriguez hasn't made a lot of impact in the first half. So far, being controlled by the defensive line of NCRFA.
No, you understood the intent of the NOFA boys playing that back. Kasi medyo frantic na nga yung pace sa gitna. Pero yun pala gusto ni Coach Joel ituloy sa gitna.
Ituloy yung frantic pace sa gitna. Yun ang hinahanap niya. NCR forced to clear that ball again. Possession quickly swinging to the side of NCRFA. Foul on NOFA. Free kick for the boys in blue.
So we are carrying from where we pretty much left off nung end of first half. No? Nandyan pa rin ang intense play. I think 0 substitutions have been utilized pa rin.
No changes yet for both sides.
So they're really looking to go with their trusted players.
Long ball looking for Halike. A strike. Or is that Halike though? Went out for a goal kick.
But it just given away as Marceliana's quick goal kick eventually leads to this spell. But
another foul on NOFA and a card is coming out. Yellow ang ibibigay ni referee Mick John. Intentions playing now, ditching is on a yellow.
We're not saying that we wanted this to happen here, but we just felt with the way the game has been intense, this is the finals. Some heads would get heated, of course. Ang init din kanina, so baka nag-carry over. Kasi
yung pressure kanina sa first half, siguro napahinga ng konti. Pero ngayon, mas mainit na. First 10 minutes, 5 to 6 fouls ang NCRFA at ang NOFA. Grabe. Palitan ng foul, palitan ng physicality, palitan din ng salita doon sa loob ng pitch.
Right now, then you can say, okay yung weather, it's perfect for football.
Yes.
Medyo mainit in a way na mainit ang ulo ng mga players with what's been happening.
NCRFA dying to take this free kick. Referee Mick John Pineda just holding it off as of the moment. Now They will have a chance. Let's see how this will pan out for NCRFA.
It's also been some time to set up this free kick.
Baka nanlamig na yung free kick taker ng NCR, pero tignan natin kung anong mapoproduce nila dito.
So just some extra reminders, given what's been going on. Referee John Pineda making sure to take control of this match. He does not want it to get out of hand and have some excursions away from the football itself.
Here we go. Punched out by Marceliana.
Just enough. Thankfully for Marceliana, he had enough bodies to make that difficult for the NCRFA rebound. So the rebound wasn't taken in an ideal manner. Difficult position, difficult touch. That would have been a volley.
At very timely yung pag-pick up ng intensity ng laro na to. As right now, I've just seen Coach Niboy Pedimonte sitting beside the commentary panel, checking the sights and sounds here at the PFF National Training Center and scouting the possible squad that will make up the team for the Philippines in the AFF U19 Championships.
So, ayan na one of the events, and then there's the ASCALs in the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers. That's next week.
That is next week. But back to live action we go as NCRFA had a chance on goal. Blocked by the defenders, and now counter-attack time for Nofa. Great clearance from De Gracia. Time to reset for NCRFA. Very frantic start in the second half, just like what happened in the first half, Claro.
That's true, and they made sure to... They had the number of Roderick Rodriguez. He had two men. They were able to coordinate very well.
Here's NCRFA on a counter. Ball is out. It'll be a throw-in for the boys in white and green, or green and white.
Kita nga natin yung sense of urgency. Labayan was looking to resume play right away, but that was not the case, so had to wait a bit. But they will advance, so making up some precious ground.
Getting deeper and deeper now. Cleared away. Dominic Tom not alert for that pass, or that clearance rather. Treyes is down, challenged from behind, and Nofa wins a free kick.
We know that this free kick isn't really from striking distance, but the implications, you see they're getting on each other's nerves already, so everything you do might just get into the head of your opponent. And I'm only mentioning the mental side here because we've already covered the technical side of the gameplay, but with just the match taking its toll, it will affect the players for sure.
Coach Joel Villarino commanding his goalkeeper not to go too high off his line as Nofa awaits a chance for this free kick.
Mas hands-on na nga talaga si Coach Joe. We did not see this last game.
Again, playing for the championship, all for the marbles right now. 60th minute, a free kick for Nofa. Heads up high, takes a strike from distance, and sends that almost out of the ballpark.
We had a number of set pieces, in fact, that were just taken also high. Not a problem at all for the keepers. Again, you don't want to be wasteful of every single chance. We saw it was from distance, but they wanted to take it. They wanted to go on target.
Diola opting to go quick. It is defender. Into the middle for De Gracia. Poor touch, and now Rodriguez could not fire inside the box, asking for a penalty, but nothing is given there. Or rather, there is nothing for a foul to be given. Let's take a look at that again, Claro.
May konting tulak earlier, but Bencho Rodriguez lost his balance on his own. That's very tough because you're such a high speed. It's very one nudge, but I don't think that was enough to consider.
Exactly. Now a through pass. Just getting a touch there, NCRFA, but another foul on the boys from the capital. And Nofa will win another free kick. Pressure is just mounting on the side of NCRFA. To take this one will be Chris Valderrama.
You can clearly feel how the fans have been able to drive them. It's been the Negros, Occidental fans who have been just more vocal as of late.
You can hear some drums from the NCRFA side, but noisier crowd as of the moment is Nofa as they have a chance through this free kick. Straight to the gloves of Diola. Third strike on goal and the first one on target.
Diola appears to be in pain though, while taking that. Possibly how he landed. Or is he just looking to run some time off the clock?
He's just gonna shake that off. Now sends it forward. That was over Halique. Now South on the right side. Could not get it into Halique. Now Marceliana gathers. It seems like Coach Joel did not like that as they're bringing it on a tighter right side or left side rather than going into the middle. But Rodriguez trying to make it work for them, and he gets a foul.
Well, if you are NCRFA, you don't really like how you've been giving up a number of fouls, because that will suck the momentum out of you. Every single set piece will just give your opponents more and more confidence.
One too many set pieces can just make you concede the goal. And here's another one over the bar. Not too threatening, but a little bit closer. Coach Joel Villarino asking his goalkeeper, bigay mo sa gitna, bigay mo sa tunga. Nandito yung open man. That's why you can hear the animated Coach Joel Villarino right now. Very contrasting with Coach Taki. He's just staying silent down the touchline. I think he's just, as composed as his team out here as they have a chance. Marceliana gathers again, opting for the nearest man. NCRFA with the interception. Occid dancing past one. Gets past two, into the middle. A strike did not pull off from close range. NCRFA breathes another sigh of relief, but a strike from distance. They block that again. Reyes trying to clear that. Rodriguez now forced to go back and help out in defense.
Well, it has to be a jaw-dropping moment for them, or a heart-stopping one.
South down the right side, into the middle. Marceliana called into action. Sends that one forward now. Lob pass to Valderrama.
Well, we can say the game has opened up a bit with NCR getting a run like that. Nofa been pressing forward, so there was space.
Alipon with a lovely diagonal pass. A strike! Side netting for Nofa. Sigh of relief for the boys in blue. Arms up in the air in dismay for Aligora and Nofa.
This is the shot hitting the side netting. Diola doing the right thing, covering his angles. But who knows, what if Nofa had some support down the middle and on the other end?
South opted for the quick pass to Halique, but nothing given there. Now Ram Treyes through pass, looking for Aligora, could not get it through. And now NCRFA with their own version of counter-attack to the dismay of Coach Joel Villarino down the touchline. Here they go now. Halique Nobody there. The poor pass. Chance gone begging for NCRFA, but they regather the ball. Occid. Stops, pops, shakes, bakes. Cuts in! Halikwe, late for the pass, but they still have chance here through South. Or tackle. Still with NCRFA. Quick pass inside. Occid tried to go for the bicycle kick, but couldn't ride the bicycle right.
Yo, credit to NCRFA was pushing. They sent the NOFA back line very low. That's one of the last things you want to do, because that will expose your defenders to deflections, better quality opportunities. And this is the first change of the match only, Jamer. Both coaches wanted to go with their big guns. Pretty much the same starting 11, both teams.
They're going to go for an offensive formation now as Axel Andres replaces Dominic Tom, the goal scorer of that semifinal goal against Iloilo FA and that game-winning goal in the U15 National Boys Championship. Will Axel Andres rather help his side to another victory?
You know, you change it up with Andres because he's very towering. So with the way NCRFA has been playing, that gives them another option in handling direct balls.
You could feel the pressure right now coming from NCR or Unofa, just not allowing an inch of space for NCRFA to clear the ball out.
We could see how the coaching staff in Unofa would be visibly upset, no, Jamer. Pero they haven't made any changes yet also, surprisingly.
Spilt it! Oh no! The defensive line is there again to save Diola. Could have been a costly mistake for NCRFA if that had fallen to the foot of Roderick, the hat-trick Rodriguez.
We have to talk about luck in a situation like that. The simplest mistake or miscue in a game like this can just really, set you back.
Alipon to the middle for Ram Treyes. Turns past one. Can he get past two? Turns again. Looking for the foul. Nothing given. Alipon gets the ball. Aligora went down. Foul on Aligora as NCRFA defends well. And they will have time to reset.
Ever since Nova hit the side netting earlier in their breakaway, you can feel mo rin talaga yung tension. Not just because of how animated the staff was, but kita rin in the way the NCRFA players have been moving.
Great passion from the players and even better passion from their coaches. This is the championship game that we are looking for, Claro.
It all boils down to this.
South. Poor touch. Ball goes out for a throw in. Let's just give a round of applause, not only for the players, but to our viewers at home. 2,800 viewers right now on Facebook. That's just on Facebook, man.
YouTube pa, syempre.
We cannot thank you enough to our Philippine football fans for supporting the Stars of Tomorrow here at the PFF U19 Boys National Championship.
Yeah, shout out sa inyong lahat. This one is for you.
Poor clearance from Diola. Chance for Nofa. They can feel it. The crowd can feel it. Throw in for Rodriguez. Mistake. Rodriguez with a chance. Lobs over. Diola.
That's gotta hurt. You got to break free already from the offside. You struggled to do that a while ago, and here it comes. But it was taking a couple of bounces, Jamer. We keep talking about how it's so difficult to control the ball on the volley. It took a couple of bounces.
Still, NCRFA, can they get out of the pressure cooker? Occid. Back to Nunes. Nunes, no option. Back to Occid. Through pass. Into the middle for Halikwe. Tried to take it quick. That goes over into the middle. Axel. Strike. Saved by Marceliana. Almost A follow-up there from Occid. The substitute Andres in the thick of the action right away.
I think they were going for it in the follow-up, pero hawak ni Marceliano yung ball. He was clearly upset with that. That's just how desperate these guys are to get a goal.
Axel Andres, towering figure up front for NCRFA. Madame Celia clears back to NCRFA. Saut to Axel Andres. Through ball for Saut. Plenty of players. Great through ball. Halike! Marceliano commits and makes sure Nofa doesn't concede.
You know, the immediate clearance, but again, in their 4-1-4 formation, keeper bailed them out. But what did we have right after, Jamer? We had this opportunity, not pictured here, but thanks to the stop of Marceliana, they sent it forward. They got Rodriguez on the counter, just continuously hounding the NCRFA backline.
Halike. Here's Occid. Occid still with the ball. Ibabalik sa kanyang teammate na si Gatungay. Axel Andres. Mukhang offside doon yung teammate niya, kaya hinayaan nila yung play. At konting katahimikan dito sa PFF National Training Center. South. Araez, almost a mistake. Occid could not get the ball. Araez. Here's the number 10, Valderrama, sending it inside to Rodriguez. Through ball for Rodriguez once again. They're rushing things right now to the dismay of Coach Joel Villarino, and they will have to wait for that chance again.
You know, a bit shaky also. NCRFA, they weren't able to get the first ball. You want to get that immediately, but they secured the second at least to get them out of that situation, and here they are.
Occid, dancing, prancing past the number 31. Cuts back in, sends it inside for Axel Andres. Too easy for Marceliana to save. And Nofa will send this forward. Headed away by De Gracia. Saut chasing. Cleared out by Aligora. See this one again, Claro.
Was going to the ground. Could have used a little more power and control.
Alico is there. Just misjudged that. But here's Axel Andres taking a shot from distance. That just goes wide for NCRFA. 30% shooting for NCRFA as they have 10 shots on goal, only 3 on target. Meanwhile, for Nofa, happy with about 20 to 25% accuracy with 4 shots on goal, only 1 of them on target.
You know, right before this, it's been back and forth, but we have a whistle that will take it in favor of Nofa. And just to wrap up our long list na Jamer football events coming up, no? So again, the beloved Filipinas, my friendly sila right before the AFF Women's Championship, playing against top teams. And Ascol might be playing also later in the year in the AFF Cup. That's the men's team, of course.
Back to live action we go. Great coverage from NCRFA. And there is a foul on Aligora, or rather Valderrama, rather.
You can feel, again, just to add to the tension, nandun yung sense of urgency. We need to get a goal. Pero 15 minutes remaining, that's still a lot of time considering 0-0. Pero yung effect na rin sa mga players, pagod na rin sila. Minimal yung mga changes. They've been trying continuously, so of course fortitude is gonna be a big factor for them.
Here's the delivery. Occid against Araez. Oh, Occid felt a foul there. He's down.
What happened, of course, they were just going for the ball.
Close. Just a body check from the number 70 Araez.
Players were going for it at that time.
Wala na silang pakialam sa physicality kahit masakit. Laban lang ng laban. 15 minutes in regulation. Axel Andres, the towering figure of the substitute, just muscling his way into that ball, but to no amend. Take your time. That's the message from Coach Joel Villarino.
And let's see, it leads to this spell.
Aligora weaving his way into the goal, but a touch too strong, and that goes out for a goal kick.
Grabe, no, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang back and forth action.
Parang hindi tayo nag-halftime.
Oo nga eh.
Ganun pa rin yung action na nararamdaman natin. Pero ito yung tanong ko. Kaya natin paabutin ng 3,000 viewers to? 2,900 right now. Marami pang hindi nakakapanood. Tulak nga natin.
Let's see, kung 3,000 yan, baka may goal na tayo, di ba?
Pressure on for NCRFA. Occid lets that go, and a throw in for Nofa. Occid covered by Alipoon.
Does well to keep it in.
Labayen through ball looking for Rodriguez. Diola gathers. De Gracia covering well, and now South on the counter attack for NCRFA.
As of late, we've been seeing the direct balls, not so much swinging side to side.
Our prayers have been answered, claro. Foul against NCRFA. And when I say prayers have been answered, thank you so much for 3,000 strong viewers in our live stream.
Facebook pa lang yan, no?
Facebook pa lang yan. Napapangiti nga si Coach Niboy Pedemonte dito sa sideline nang naririnig yung dami ng taong nanonood sa atin.
Oo nga eh. And again, these players are the potential members for his pool in the upcoming AFF U19, no? Sabi ni Coach Stewart, take a look. So many fans again.
So many fans inside the PFF National Training Center. The fans of NCRFA. Goosebumps. For me, this is what we've missed. Grabe, klaro.
Surreal pa rin na may crowd tayo dito sa na local football match. Through all the trials and circumstances last 2 years to Jamer, both teams want to go home with the gold medal. Kasi at least guaranteed na sila ng medal day.
Yep.
Gold, silver.
Sasabihin natin na yung teams they're chasing for the gold, but individually, these players want to make that AFF U19 squad list for the Philippines.
Of course, that's something you'd like to get short term, and then let's not forget, madaming scouts dito ngayon. The college scouts, pro teams.
Nova gets the ball. Ram Treyes. No option for him right now. Just checking his teammates. Alipoon gives the option for him. Valderrama chasing the ball. Valderrama takes a strike, blocked. Babalik ang bola sa NCRFA. Halike cleared out by James Araez.
Earlier you saw Valderrama was just breathing down the neck of the NCRFA defender and got possession momentarily.
Diagonal pass for South. Marceliana commits. Marceliana gathers. Power rebound for the number 88 goalkeeper.
I could have gone completely wrong, Jamer. medyo alanganin na nga yung timing niya dun. You had members of your back line, so you risk the chance of colliding with one of your guys. We've seen mistakes like that. But okay lang, 0-0 pa rin.
NCR putting on the pressure on NCRFA. Strike from distance. That goes wide. A speculative strike from NCRFA. Nunes just trying his shot from distance, but that goes wide.
You can see throughout this entire match, gigil yung mga players talaga, no, from start. Gigil kasi, okay, nasa finals tayo. Ngayon, gigil pa rin because they want to chase the goal. Simple as this. So may frustration na rin that none of them have been able to break the score sheet yet.
Of course, frustration will start to creep in dahil championship lang naman ang pinaglalabanan dito, klaro. Maliit na bagay. Sobrang liit na bagay.
But the cooler heads will prevail for this championship, of course.
You said it right, Claro. Now NCRFA gathers and goes for the counterattack. Axel, great 1-2. NCRFA could not get it through. Sam Alegre, the final line of defense of Nofa, clears the line.
No, that was looking promising. Axel had a great opportunity. The combination.
Occid shakes, takes a strike. Marceliana saves.
It's his positioning that got the job done there. His hands have been steady. He covered the near post. But an attack immediately, Jamer.
Attack from Nofa right now into live action. Aligora lets that go for a throw in. Rodriguez, the talismanic player of Nofa, playing everywhere inside the pitch, on attack, on defense, on midfield. And right now, still waiting for his goal in the championship. Arraez sending it forward. Headed away only as far as Alipoon. Alipoon, great first touch, followed up with a second. Rodriguez with a strike. Diola says no entry. Axel Andres, let go for Halique. Arraez clears. And substitution right now for NCRFA. Number 21, John Rocky Grizola, replacing player number 3, Leoven Gatungay.
So by my count, that's already 2 substitutions used by NCRFA out of the possible 6.
None for Nofa. Sticking to his guns is Coach Joel Villarino.
Well, Coach did point out that this Nofa team is different from what faced NCRFA a couple of weeks back in the group stage. NCRFA won 4-1 in that match, if I am not mistaken. But he is right, dikit ang laro nga, Jamer.
Valderrama throw in, headed away by NCRFA. Eto na naman tayo. Valderrama putting on the pressure. Rodriguez 1-2 with Valderrama. Valderrama through 3. Diola saves. Counter-attack time for the boys in blue. Andres and Halique up front. Halique gets the ball. Andres, forward pass looking for Locsin. That goes straight to Marceliana.
And the pass overcooked, just going for the one touch in that situation.
Man down for NCRFA. Ball is out. Fair play coming from Nofa. But let's take a look at this chance again, Claro.
Slithering his way through, getting past 2 people, but there's another man. But that's what resulted to this man down. With the stoppage, Jamer, parang nagiging cooling break na rin. Stoppage is mainly to stop. Well, play was mainly stopped because we have the injury to the captain of NCRFA. De Gracia yan ata.
If you will convert the PFF National Training Center into a kitchenware, this is a big pressure cooker right now. But steam is subsiding because of the cooling break. But expect that the pressure will rise again once we start playing.
And the way they take advantage of this stoppage just to tweak their X's and O's, that's just gonna spell the difference. Because 85 minutes, Jamer, 0-0 pa rin ang ating score. So it all comes down to this: 5 minutes in regulation. Who wants it more? The cooler heads will prevail.
5 minutes. Fair play from NCRFA.
It's nice that we're seeing fair play in such a tight game like this. So kudos.
Gentleman sport. Ika nga. Kahit na sobrang taas ng pressure, sobrang taas ng intensity ng laro. Hinahayaan lang nila na ibalik ang bola kapag merong injury.
Tama nga yan. So it's NCRA who returned possession to Nova. Kaya play resumes.
Nova gets the ball to Alipoon. Rodriguez. Through pass to Aligora. Aligora dancing, shaking, cannot get the shot from distance, and a counter attack for NCRFA. Halikwe to South, or rather that was Fabiliar, now to South, back to Fabiliar.
Oh, there you were seeing the patience, so this might have been a result from the tweaking they made in that stoppage.
Strike from distance, that just goes wide for NCRFA.
I might have spoken too soon, so they slow down play tapos bigla nag-fifth gear ulit eh.
Sabi ko sa'yo, parang yung sakalan hininaan mo yung apoy kasi inutusan ka ng nanay mong gawin yung ibang bagay tapos nilakasan mo ulit, pressure is back up.
So ayan, here we go.
Alipoon to Valderrama, interception for NCRFA. Alike covers, ball stays in play. Valderrama chasing for it. Diola gets the ball. But Valderrama is down.
You know, that was such a dangerous run. We see here on the instant replay Valderrama, but he took a fall on his own, it seems, Jamer. Just while dueling. And CRFA defenders saying that they had no wrongdoing.
Fair play to NCRFA,
and
though.
That was a heroic effort also to track back on defense and to chase a guy like Valderrama who's been just doing so well individually.
But Halike misjudged that ball. He thought it was already going out. Just a touch from Valderrama allowed him to go for the ball once again. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah, so I think NCRFA got possession back already. So yun, fair play nga ulit. Nova returned it to them.
They played it short. De Gracia, the team captain, going wide. Nova regains possession.
Pero sayang yun talaga. You can see unforced pa rin yung error na yun. But that is the intent of NCRFA getting out of that stoppage earlier, Jamer. Playing it slowly. As of late, it's been down the right.
Nova gave away possession and a throw in once again for NCRFA. Axel Andres gets the help from South. Blocked by Madame Celia. Sending it forward to last match hero. Roderick Rodriguez waits for a teammate. Aligora. Aligora to ditching. Alipon could not get the ball. South off to the races we go as NCRFA goes for the counter attack. Halikwe looking for a teammate. South is there on the right side of the field. Here's the delivery inside the box. Marceliana punches. Axel Andres heads it to his teammate. Clearance from the number 31 Labayan.
Labayan just made sure to clear that there's an NCRFA man who was offside.
Handball ang itatawag ni referee Mick John Pineda. Time is almost up, but we will have additional time here. Occid. 3 minutes of stoppage time. 3 minutes for Nova to score. 3 minutes for NCRFA to score as well. And now here's Nova. Ditching goes down. No foul, but it'll be a corner for Negros Occidental FA.
We see the replay taking a run, but it was clipped a bit in the arms, I believe. I don't know, grabbing onto Ditching's shoulder, so. But referee let them play. It is a corner kick that was given.
Physical game, but referee Mick John Pineda treating them as adults, letting the play go on. So a short corner, ditching. Dispossessed, Occid puts on the Jets. Here's South, looks up, finds a teammate in John Alique. Poor touch from Alique, but they win a throw-in. Lance Occid gathers, dances, prancing, poor pass, dispossessed, and now counter-attack time for Nofa. Through ball for Rodriguez, but he was offside. To the dismay of the coaches of Nofa. Card is going out. See this one again.
So we might need to get a better angle. But it's not Coach Joel Villarino who was given a red. It was one of his
assistant coaches
yes.
have been given a red card. But from our point of view, Claro, that was a close offside for Rodriguez.
It's our hairline call, but his coaches felt they saw it at a different angle. But we'd like to see another one if that is possible, Jamer. That is a game-changing call because Rodriguez looked good.
That's also for Coach Joel Villarino.
So it's two of the coaches out.
Two coaches from the Western Visayas squad have been given the marching orders here.
You can say there's the frustration also because they weren't. They're still chasing the game, Jamer.
Coach Joel Villarino still pleading his case, even given a marching order here. And now the coaching staff have to step up as they will miss the animated Joel Villarino down the touchline. They still have plenty of animated personnel out there. Hence, they were given red cards. Into the final minute we go of stoppage time. Through ball for Aligora. Still with Aligora, blocked.
Covered well. He had 5 men back. NCRFA, they've been very disciplined while moving forward. But it's
Labayan, sorry to cut you off. Full-time whistle is blown, and we will go to extra time. 90 minutes wasn't enough to give us a goal. 90 minutes weren't enough for us to get a winner, Claro. Full-time score is 0-0. We will go to extra time. But your thoughts on the 90 minutes?
Well, are we surprised, honestly, that we're going to extra time? No, pretty much nothing can separate these two teams. NCRFA will have the advantage kasi kulang nga ang NOFA. Kulang yung kanilang staff. They lost 2 coaches. Coach Joel Villarino and one of his assistants. They were contesting that offside call, saying that Roderick Rodriguez was played onside earlier.
But now, we will take a much needed break as we await for extra time. Still level after 90 minutes. 30 minutes coming up. So 90 minutes weren't enough to separate the NCRFA and NOFA. We go to extra time. 2 halves of 15 minutes. Tensions flaring up towards the end of the second half. Claro, the referee judged that offside, not to the liking of Coach Joel Villarino, but by the looks of it, hairline or just a step offside si Rodriguez dun sa play na yon.
You know, NCRFA have the advantage kasi yung NOFA kulang sila sa coaching personnel heading into such a crucial stage with extra time. But who knows what Coach Joel Villarino just did? Will that be able to, let's say, motivate his players? Seeing a coach like that who's willing to fight for you in that situation, standing up for the entire team, that can just change their entire mindset. But the thing, Jamer, is they didn't use any of their substitutions yet. So it will be up to the remaining members of the NOFA staff to see will they opt to do that.
Now the question for both NCRFA and NOFA, sino ang mas malakas at mas marami ang energy sa tangke nila? Will it be NOFA or will it be NCRFA? 30 minutes of action. I'm just speechless after that sequence of play towards the end of the second half.
Yeah, as expected, we knew that this was going to be a classic. I mean, you already saw it way back when these guys were in the U15s. It also had to go to extra time to determine the winner. Back then, it was NCR. So the core from the U15 team is here with a good number of players from Tuloy sa Don Bosco. So there's the experience. NOFA also bringing a very intact squad. So they are familiar already with this situation. So only advantage we can say we're heading to the match.
Maalala ko lang, Claro, hinahanap mo sa akin to kanina bago mag-start yung game. Sasabihin ko na para sa'yo. Tsaka para sa mga viewers natin na nasa bahay. Sana okay pa ang blood pressure nyo. Kasi kami, tumataas na yung BP ko dito. Claro, high blood ka ba?
Goods ba ako so far? Tingnan natin. Kung may penalty shootout, okay, check natin ulit.
Medyo mataas na, masakit yung bato ko. Pero all in excitement of this game. Sobrang ganda ng pinapakita ng NCRFA and NOFA. I'm sure Coach Niboy Pedemonte and his coaching staff will have a headache picking that squad from this championship side to the players who played in the battle for third. It's a good headache for these coaches heading into an international tournament just like the AFF U19.
You know, of course, you have so many options all of a sudden. Seeing these guys just refuse to give in to each other, so it's gonna be a tough spot to be Coach Niboy. We wouldn't like to be in his shoes. Let's put it that way, right? So, Jamer, so many storylines, and we're already heading into extra time. We're not running out of any of them. NOFA entering this because they want to go home with the gold medal. Because last time these faced NCRFA, nung U15s nga, it was NCR who came away as the victors. But we have a twist. Both teams are unable to break the deadlock. Coach Joel Villarino getting sent off. So that's gonna be a lot different. No substitutions have been used dito sa Negros Occidental. NCR, on the other hand, they subbed in one of their true strikers. It might have been Dominic Tom, if I'm not mistaken. And then they put in the towering number 20.
Axel Andres.
Yes, and he's changed the complexion of the game. A target man up front using that size. But here we are, still 0-0.
So, first 15 minutes of extra time we go. No changes in the interval. Both sides coming out as they were at the end of the second half. NCRFA playing from left to right. Expect that they will take their time as the pressure of that final sequence in the second half might have gone into their nerves. Ditching with the ball for Nofa. Sends that forward, looking for Aligora down the left side. Ditching clears. NCRFA awaits for a throw-in.
So it's the drums of NCRFA versus the Go Negros, so we can hear of the fans.
Out. Taps that. Past the defender. Sends it inside. Marceliana dives. No player in blue inside the box. Halike asking for a short ball rather than a curling ball.
Oh, they went for the far post. Marceliana just had to make sure safety first, but CR had two players, but I believe they were offside in that situation.
Occid just masyadong mababaw siya dun sa play na yon. But NCRFA gets the ball once again. South. Still with South. Cutting inside. Looking for his teammates. Now time for Nofa to go for the counter-attack. Through ball. Looking for Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the clear against the defender. Rodriguez! Diola saves!
With the way he is able to keep possession to himself with his control. I thought he was gonna send that to the back of the net already. But Diola even took a slip even before Rodriguez took the shot.
That is through his weak foot. But Rodriguez muscling his way past the defensive line. Nofa wins a free kick deep into the territory of the boys in blue.
Might have to be the best opportunity of the match, we could say. And will it go begging? That's what we can ask right now. Alipon is down, but Nofa have a set piece.
So a free kick for Nofa. Again, if after 30 minutes wala tayong winner, penalty shootout ang aabutin. This will be taken by Francis Adamasilia. Adamasilia with a shot. Diola embraces the ball and throws that right away to his teammate. NCRFA wide right now to the number 21 Grizola. Andres still with Andres, gets it back to Halike, could not cut back, and now NCRFA defends well. They get the ball once again and they will go for the counter attack through ball, looking for Occid or Halike, but no dice.
Oh, it's unfortunate for them. They managed to regain possession.
Nofa. Valderrama. Taken down. Asking for a foul. Like John Pineda says no. Tuloy ang laro.
So let's see if they'll slow it down with the way they get to build up from the back in this opportunity. But oh, the careless mistakes that we were talking about. It's one of those again. It might have been Familiar just letting possession go. As we know, a simple mistake like that can just give things to your opponent on a silver platter. So Nofa working their way up.
Nofa still with the ball, throw in for the boys in white and green. Had to take off my eyes off the live stream. Nofa. Here's ditching. Sends it inside looking for Rodriguez. Madame Celia gets it to the wrong guy in Axel Andres. Andres try to send that forward but nobody there in blue.
Sabi ni Alegre, slow down ng konti, but because there is a man who is down, it's the goalkeeper of NCRFA. Diola is down.
I think Diola is helping his teammate, but we'll have to check.
Kita rin.
He's helping his teammate there, Diola. We thought that was the goalkeeper, but somebody there in cramps. I think that was Occid. Yeah, it is. Lance looks in. Magic spray comes out. He says, "Mo good." Grabe yung pinapakita ng mga bata dito.
No, grabe no. I'm sure these guys, of course, fatigue getting into them already, but would you rather experience the pain of losing or the pain of just dealing with the fatigue? Which one? Because dealing with the pain of fatigue can just drive you to the finish all the way. Take home that gold to your respective regions.
Lance gave you the answer there. Kaya kong tiisin yung sakit ng cramps. Magic spray lang ang katapat niyan. Mas gugustuhin ko pa to kaysa ang matalo.
No better way to say it.
Substitution for NCRFA. Number 3 comes out. That's Gatungay. Or we'll have to confirm it.
I think Rodrigo Marinas is the one who will be stepping onto the pitch.
Even on the substitution, it's a commentator's curse for me, claro. Locsin succumbs to the pain. In comes Marinas for him. But credit to Locsin, he gave it his all over the last 97 minutes of this game. He showed finesse, he showed perseverance. The physicality just got into him. Now he's subbed off.
And much has been demanded already from the players. Extra time na nga eh. So these things are also bound to happen considering how we've been playing such a high octane level of football.
And again, coming off a 2-year delay or 2-year hiatus from the sport. So pandemic rust kung tatawagin yung mga na-experience ng ating mga players. But again, credit to Lance Locsin for still fighting over the last 97 minutes.
So may extra time bambawi kasi walang playing the past 2 years, could we say that?
Ayun nga eh. Madame Cilia now dancing his way into the goal but blocked by NCRFA, and there they go for the counter attack. The substitute number 14 Marinas gets into action right away for the boys in blue. Axel Andres with the ball against Margalipon. Now they're gonna take their dear time and control the ball from the back. Getting it wide to the number 21, Grizola.
We see that divide between the back line and the midfield from NCRFA, but let's see if they're able to fix it up as they opted to play long given that situation.
Halike, great control from Madame Cecilia, but poor pass. And here comes NCRFA on a counter. Marinas. Marceliana saves once again for the boys in green and white.
We can say both keepers just having a crazy game that they will, at this rate, will never forget. Well, let's see the outcome of the game, right?
9 minutes in, 6 minutes remaining in the first half of extra time. NOFA and NCRFA just cannot be taken apart from each other.
No, unfortunately, there can only be one, Jamer. Just one winner.
Marinas over the left side for NCRFA, gets past ditching. Marina sends it in. Marceliana, strike from Aligre! Over the bar, over the safety net, and out of the pitch.
Oh, you could just feel the frustration because the ball wasn't dealt with so well. So there's a follow-up opportunity, but it was just skied and sent out of the park. Ang sakit nun, Jamer.
Another look at it, just getting under that ball is John Lloyd Halique. He will beg for that chance to come back to him. Hopefully it won't hunt him back. South to Halique. Still with Halique. Challenged by two. Tripped by Ditching. He's got to be careful here. Ditching is already on a yellow card. He's got to be careful, Claro.
That's the last thing you want. You lose a man in such a close game like this.
And now, Nofa will reshuffle their man as Caracas will come in for the dynamic midfielder Francis Madame Cilia. And then Kent Caballero will come in for the speedster, Jerome Arigora.
So this is the first set of substitutions that they are using for Nova. So they played with their starting 11 for about 100 minutes already.
And these are like for like changes for Nova.
Yung starting 11 was able to hang with NCRFA at the least, or even put the fight to them as we saw earlier. So will the substitutes make the difference? Big question mark, because these guys are literally fresh. So they can just storm, and let's see how.
Another question is, are they bringing in these substitutes in preparation for the penalty shootout?
Oh, that's a big question mark. Thinking the penalty shootout, I think, is too much of a gamble. So you'd go for the win immediately if you can.
Right on point there, Claro. But NCRFA with the free kick opted to go short. Taken down, but no foul is called. He will go for it again. South. Now NCRFA will be defending, ditching. Will send that ball forward. Diola commits. Diola gathers. And Diola holds on to the dear ball.
Ditching sending that forward, but he had a man on the left in Caballero just to get more numbers forward. Nasa gilid yung kanyang kakampi, but would have liked to move together.
Now here's Halique sending it to the right side for Saud. Saud cuts back in. Great piece of skill. Saud takes a strike from distance. Wide. But makes Marceliana blush a little bit.
We had to hold our breath at the moment when the ball was traveling in the air. That looked good from where we were.
We had to. Let's take a look at that again.
And blowing by one defender, but two were closing on, taking the shot.
Wasn't enough curve for Saud. But again, we had to hold our breaths out there.
Just kita mo rin, tama yung ginagawa ni Marceliano. Just making sure to close out the angles. He might of course he has a better angle than us, making sure, or kita niya, okay, this shot is out of target, but just covering his spaces. Last thing you want is to let in a goal with your misjudgment as the keeper.
Here's Marinas right now on the left side for NCRFA. He's against Labayan, or ditching rather. Now inside for Halique. Leaves that for Saud, who takes a strike. Sends that out for a goal kick. 16 shots on goal for NCRFA, 7 for Nova. But again, this is a battle of midfields that we're looking at, Claro. So those shot counts may be high, but what's important is how the play is going on in the middle.
Just making sure, yes, you get the number of shots, but how about the quality? You're most likely to get that from having your superb midfield play. Ayan,
Rodriguez with a foul from behind. Lucky not to get a card there. Now NCRFA figures things out. One more minute remaining in the first half of extra time before we switch. Long ball forward for Marinas. Marinas takes it back. Forward pass looking for Axel Andres. Counter-attack time para sa mga taga-Negros. Caballero. Too strong of a pass, and they will let that go for Diola.
Well, time's gonna run out here, so let's see if we just run the clock and be safe. Or will they go for a quick one?
Assistant coach of NCRFA calm things down for them, but they rushed that one out. Still, we have to wait. Halftime, in extra time, we switch. Claro, your thoughts on that first 15 minutes?
So not enough to be able to split the two teams, but NCRFA, they are in the driver's seat for this one. As of late, they were piling up the pressure on the back line. Nova getting forward, but they could be more potent. We've seen that during the game. So let's see, 15 minutes. But if not, we will be having the dreaded penalty shootout just to determine the winner.
If we're gonna gauge the games that we've had this year, Claro, where would you put this final of the U19 Boys National Championship as a classic. You've had the Copa Paulino Alcantara final between Kaya and United City FC. End-to-end stuff. United City winning 3-2 in that match. Right now, we have the Young Guns in the U19 Boys National Championship. If you're gonna pick one, which game deserves to be called a classic?
Well, I think both deserve it, we can say. But if you're asking us to rank it right now, it might have to be this because we hit extra time. That's what I could say. I'm not discrediting the Copa Paulino Alcantara match that we have, but this is just simply because we reached extra time.
Yeah.
So ultimate test to the players. Jamer, let's look at this 5 years later. We'll see so many names.
Exactly.
Who will be familiar already. So here we go.
And I think Coach Stuart Hall all smiles as he sees the stars of tomorrow showing whatever they got. Again, we cannot pick between the two. Copa Paulino Alcantara is on a different level from the U19, but then again, the level of intensity, number of crowd watching us here and at home. I mean, for grassroots football, easily classic match.
Oh yes, outright. You don't have to question it. It's so good already that we're putting it up already. We're putting it up with the pro levels already. It even include the finest ASCL games that we had in the past 12 years since the Renaissance. This game can already go on that same shelf as the others if you think of archives.
And if you look into this kind of games, you would be happy to say this is how far Philippine football has already achieved. This is how far we've got. Ang dami na nating pinagdaan ng pasakit, ang dami nating pinagdaan ng hirap in terms of our football programs. But this game and all of the other games in the U19 Boys National Championship just gives us that hope na we still have a lot of players in our pipeline who will make it to the national team and can represent the squad. For those who are asking for players na pure homegrown, you don't have to look so far.
Oh, no doubt about that. I agree with everything that you just mentioned, but let's not forget, you also have professional and you have college scouts that are here to watch these boys. They also got to witness Iloilo and Soxargen go for it in the battle for third, wherein Iloilo prevailed. So that's a lot to see, Jamer. We've been watching Philippine football all these years. We saw the level of play and skill get so high already. So we got that, and then what more? We have a thriller.
So 15 minutes remaining in this game before we go to the penalty shootout. Will it be NCR or will it be NOFA? Let us have a closer look. I left the stream at 2,500 viewers earlier, Claro. When I got back, we're at 3,100 viewers right now.
Nag 3,000 tayo earlier, so it went up another notch.
Substitution, by the way, for NOFA. That's number 7, Adam David Abela, coming in for the midfielder, Ram Treyes.
You see Treyes holding on to his right leg, so that might be cramps. Hopefully not a hamstring giving in, but he's struggling to walk off already, Jamer. But hats off to him.
Even in tears, he's showing the passion that he's got for the sport. He just made his dad proud. Dad Coco Treyes is out here, part of the coaching staff of NOFA. And he's going to be proud however this game goes.
No, he wanted to take that all the way, let's face it. It was just the body giving in, Jamer. So we have a
Right
chance
through
here.
Ball. Caballero could not control. Still with Caballero. Thwarted right now by the defense of NCRFA, and they go for the counter-attack. Through pass looking for Halique. Araiz made a mistake. And now Halique controls the ball. Waits for his teammates. Sends it inside. Low ball. Just couldn't get a shot, but they win a corner.
No, that's great how the NOFA defense got to recover. You don't have to question the heart that these guys are putting in. Even same for NCRFA. I just saw so much energy when they were on the counter. They got that renewed strength in them.
Dummy play, and NCRFA cleared, and now counter attack. Great defensive skill from number 23. Bravo, making sure that through ball won't go past him.
He saw his positioning was enough to do the job.
Just did enough. Just did enough.
So yung substitute ng Nova, si Abela, he's the man up front right now. Tapos yung nangyari, si Roderick Rodriguez, with the way they had to shift off their personnel, siya na yung nasa gitna. So I guess to rely on him to win the balls in the middle and set up those men up front, yung mga bagong substitutes.
Here he goes. Rodriguez with the possession, takes it back. Will he play as a false 9 for Nova? Counter attack for NCRFA. 3-on-3. South covered well by Arraez. Or rather, that was Alegre.
It was just both teams shutting down each other's counters, refusing to wilt.
Konting katahimikan na naman dito sa Carmona. Just want to give a shout out to Vincent Gavino and his teammates who will be playing in Division 2, representing Palawan in the Division 2 of the U19 Boys National Championship.
So we have some matches already starting sa Division 2, no? This Monday already, 2 days from now.
And CRFA still with the possession, being covered by Nova. Alipoon with the interception. Alipoon tried to get through. No foul, says referee Mick John Pineda. His path was impeded there, but referee says it's a clean tackle. Poor touch from Marinas.
Yeah, Alipoon opted to go for it. He had 4 guys in front of him. He was looking to use his individual skill to get forward. Wala siyang options left and right, no?
Valderrama might have felt something in his groin there. Headed away. Here they go with Abela. Abela covered by 3 shirts in blue. Nova still going at it. Rodriguez, the marked man for Nova. He's going down. And Rodriguez now feeling the fatigue in his legs as he went down. Cramps, presumably, for the number 27.
No signs of changing him, but they wouldn't want to lose a guy like him. Remember, he was at the tip of their spear in their attack. He had a hat-trick in their semi-final victory to make it here in the finals. It'll be unfortunate if he won't be able to continue, but it will be an understandable situation. I mean, we're 10 minutes away from ending extra time. And if that happens, unfortunately, let's say, unfortunately but fortunately, there will be the dreaded penalty shootout. Fans would love to see that. Players just leaving it all on the pitch.
If Rodriguez needs to be substituted, they still have 3, if I'm not mistaken. They have Caracas, who came in, Abela, and then Caballero. So 3 more options for Nova if they need to replace Rodriguez. The only personnel that could replace Rodriguez right now is the other Treyes in Roman Christian Treyes or Kyle Francis Alipoon.
I think they can also considering putting in a midfielder because Rodriguez stepped back already. The new player, all the substitutes that they put in earlier were attacking. So, okay, dito na lang si Rodriguez sa gitna, central midfield. So, you can either do a like for like, just in terms of a forward coming in, or put in another playmaker.
If that's the case, they will have Cristuta and Miraflor to check in for Rodriguez if and only they will need to sub him off.
And for
play
the moment,
continues for Nofa. They have a chance down the left flank. Could not get it through. Goal kick ang itatawag ni referee Mick John Pineda.
no, at the moment, Nofa, they are playing a man down kasi si Rodriguez nga, they stretchered him off. He's still on the side receiving treatment. To try to bid their time. Pero mukhang may substitution na, Jamer.
And it will be a like for like, if I'm not mistaken. So NCRFA forcing another clearance from Nofa. Abela sends that forward, headed back. Only have about 8 minutes. Mark Alipoon now to the left side for ditching, headed away. South down the right flank for NCRFA. Plenty of options up front. Cuts in. Takes it back to Familiar. To the wide man. Marinas just couldn't get a strike. And they will win a corner. Corner number 3 for NCRFA. Substitution right now for Nofa. A like-for-like substitution as Kyle Francis Alipoon replaced the Mr. Hat-trick, Roderick Rodriguez.
So like-for-like nga. So that's another forward coming in. I'm curious to see, Jamer, who will be playing center mid now for Nofa?
That is a question to ask Nofa. I think it's Mark Alipoon who's playing that midfield role, or it was actually Kyle Francis Alipoon who's now playing that midfielder role, central midfielder role for Nofa, just taking the place of Rodriguez from that earlier sequence.
Si Rodriguez nga parang medyo makeshift center mid siya, adjust lang kasi he's more of the guy up front. But you have to be creative with everything.
Andres hounded by 3 players in white. Marinas cleared away. De Gracia, poor clearance, fell to the path of Caballero, who was called for a handball.
Medyo late nga yung call, is very arguable. Let's see if we can get a replay of that, Jamer. Easily, he has Negros faithful contesting that.
Hopefully, we'll get a look at that.
And Jamer, let's not forget, nawala yung dalawang staff ng Negros, no?
Here's the delivery, by the way, for NCRFA. 5 minutes remaining. Counter-attack time for the boys in white and green. Our comment section are flooding with green and blue hearts right now. All-out support for NCR and Nofa. Salwat down the right side. Cutting it in. Marceliana saves. Almost a costly mistake for Arraez.
That was a loose touch, no? Buti nga hindi siya talaga back pass. It's miscontrolled by one of the defenders.
And Diola will get that ball. Once again, comment section bleeding green and blue.
Naka 3.8k viewers din, Jamer.
Grabe. Kanina ang habol lang natin 3,000 viewers.
Wow.
Nag-ahabol na tayo ng 4,000 ngayon. 200 pa.
6k na tayo. Push natin yung
Push
6k, guys. Share.
Sagat na natin bago mag-penalty shootout. Kung aabot ng penalty shootout.
Big if, of course. 4 minutes to go. Both teams haven't been able to separate each other.
Muntik pa ako masermonan doon. But 4 minutes remaining in extra time. Or we go to penalty shootout.
Okay ka lang, Jamer?
Okay pa rin ako. Mataas ang BP pero masaya ako.
Okay.
Throw in for NCRFA. Marinas gets that through, covered well by Labayan, and a free kick for NCRFA. If we combine the number of viewers from YouTube and Facebook, we now have 4,000 strong. Thank you so much, Sir Ives Montesilio, for the update on our YouTube viewers.
Yes, may shoutout ka dun, no? Salamat po.
Of course, I'm sure he's rooting for Nofa in this game, as he's a local media officer for Nofa. Diola forced to commit. Oh no! A strike and a goal! Negros Occidental FA with a late strike that deserves 1, 2, or 3 looks from our replay. But Nofa right now scored a goal. Let's take a look at that, Claro.
The ball played forward. Eventually not giving up on the play, but Diola just charging out. The fatigue getting into him also. He had a clear goal. A helpless defender, but definitely not the keeper.
Cards played right for Negros Occidental Football Association as Kyle Francis Alipoon chips this over. Ala Hikaru Minigeshi in the Copa Paulino Alcantara final goal here at the 2022 PFF U19 Boys National Championship. A minute and 15 seconds remaining. NCRFA will throw everything at it, kitchen sink included.
It's the finest of the finest going at it, and it's the slimmest of the slimmest margins, Jamer. Just giving Nofa this lead at the moment. A tiny error, you can say, is what served it to them on a silver platter. Will this be enough? Time is running out.
40 seconds, Claro. We wouldn't get any additional time here. If we will, there will only be one. Strike! Marceliana saves, but a corner for NCRFA.
You know, Marceliano's been able to cover the far post for him when shots have been taken on goal. So he didn't able to get possession. They'll have to deal with the corner. And I'm surprised NCRFA is not sending their goalkeeper forward.
Still shaking after that, but NCRFA with a corner. Poor delivery, falls to the path of Halique. 2 minutes added time here in extra time. Poor clearance from Alipoon, but they still have the ball, and Nofa will kill off some precious seconds off the clock. Throw in for NCRFA. Saud sends it inside. Marceliana commits. Holds on to the ball. Time is on their side. Fate might be on their side as well. Marinas cleared out by Nofa. Just 1 minute remaining.
And that could feel like forever if you're in Nofa. NCRFA, you gotta throw everything already if you want to salvage this.
Marinas with the ball. Foul. And a card is coming out for Valderrama, but he will gladly take that yellow card. Free kick for NCRFA.
You know, it's all or nothing. You gotta throw every single thing that you can. But it's played out quickly, Jamer.
Caballero intercepts. NCRFA retains possession. Forward pass to Saud. Saud down the line. NCRFA could not get the ball. Throw in. Dying seconds here in extra time. Andres takes it back. Marina slips. Ball is cleared. Full-time whistle is blown. And you have the champions of the PFF U19 Boys National Championship. They were down, but they were never out. They were never out. And Negros Occidental FA scored a late goal from their substitute, Kyle Francis Alipon. Gives them the gold. The 2022 PFF U19 Boys National Championship. If you have watched the 2020 U15 Boys National Championship, and if you're supporting NOFA, you would say that this is revenge after that second place finish in the 2020 PFF U15 Boys National Championship. This game had everything: drama, passion, tension. But in the end, Negros Occidental FA wins the gold and takes the bragging rights back to Negros Occidental. We will go to a short break as we wait for the awarding ceremony and also a post-match interview. Don't go away, folks. Jubilation for Negros Occidental FA as they secure the championship in the PFF U19 Boys Championship. Chants of Campeones from Negros Occidental FA. They had to keep it late. They needed to keep it late. But in the end, they won the game. And we have the man of the match waiting in the wings for us. I just want to thank each and everyone in our live stream for sticking around till the very end. We still have the awarding ceremony, but that was a great match. If you missed that game, you have to take a look at the replay of the championship between NCRFA and NOFA. So Negros Occidental FA showed their might, kept it late. The stars of tomorrow really are shining bright, and one star shown the most. Man of the match, man of the hour, the hero for Negros Occidental FA. We have Kyle Francis Alipon for the post-match interview.
Congratulations sa inyo. Ang kamusta pa matchag mo? Champion ka mo.
Sobra kalipay. Huwag ko expect nga matagal matabo nga mag-goal ko. Ang last goal.
Ano mga challenges na natubang nyo sa pakadto sa pag-champion?
Sobra damo ka budlay nga agin tubang namon kay tanan-tanan kami nagsakripisyo gid sa pinakauna. Pag hindi tungod kay Coach Joel, kag sa mga coaches, huwag gini tanan kag siyempre sa Ginoo.
Kagina sang nagtupa si mong bola para kapit ka na sa goal, kita mo goalkeeper wala sa posisyon. Anong feeling mo kagina? Anong nasa pinsar mo gina?
So now na nakalbaan ko. Kay base last ano naman lang tumong. Last attempt na lang siguro sa akon match last attempt lang ito. Kung hindi ko pa mag-goal, aras tanan sa ako ng pressure.
Dito mo gid gusto dalo ng bola gina. Nagka-imagine mo na nga matabo na si mo nga ikaw makascore game winning goal?
Wala. Why ko imagine?
Tisip anong kung gusto mo may tamyawan ka pasalamatan kung para sa in behalf of your team and sa mga supporters.
So nagapasalamat ko sa Ginoo. Kag sa mga coaches, kag sa mga pod ko sa pag untat nga suporta siyempre sa akong ganikanan. Kag sa liwat sa Ginoo.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
For Negros Occidental FA. Now we wait for the awarding ceremony. So stick around, folks. Hindi pa rin tayo tapos dito sa PFF U19 Boys National Championship.
Thank you very much, NCRFA, and we wish you all the best in the competition. At this point, we proceed with the individual awards for players who have made this season a very exciting one for everyone. For the Golden Boot Award, may we call on the competition's top goal scorers who have been a constant threat in front of goal, amassing a total of 6 goals each this season. Ladies and gentlemen, from NCRFA, John Lloyd Halike and Iloilo, Selwyn Mamon. Next, we call on the competition's Golden Glove awardee. In their victorious campaign, he ensured that his team finished the competition with the fewest goals in the final round of the competition. Ladies and gentlemen, from Negros Occidental FA, we have John Reinhardt Marceliana, jersey number 88. Next, may we call on the competition's Best Defender awardee for the player who has been a closing figure in defense, serving as the backbone of the team. Ladies and gentlemen, from NCRFA, may we call on Aren De Gracia. Now may we call on the competition's Best Midfielder awardee for the player who has shown his skill as the midfield marshal throughout the competition. Ladies and gentlemen, from Negros Occidental FA, we have Francis Hademesina. but not the least, the Philippine Football Federation awards the most valuable player to the player which has inspired his team throughout the course of the season. May his leadership on and off the pitch continue to serve as an inspiration to all football players and fans. Ladies and gentlemen, from Negros Occidental FA, wearing jersey number 27, Rodriguez! Now may we call on stage the individual awardees for a photo opportunity. Thank you very much, gentlemen, and congratulations once again to the individual awardees. And now, it's time to call on the champions of the PFF U19 Boys National Championship 2022 First Division. Ladies and gentlemen, may we call on to the stage the following. Number 1, Jamay Alarcon. Number 88, John Renmark Marceliana. Number 99, Joniel Pamatian. Number 2, Jan Carl Carata. Number 3, Sam Alege. Number 4, Isaiah Teruel. Number 5, Roman Reyes. Number 7, Adam Abela. Number 8, Mark Alipoco. Number 9, Christopher Valencia. Number 10, Chris Valderrama. Number 11, Jerome Aligora. Number 12, Francis Matalecila. Number 14, Ken Caballero. Number 16, Kai Alipoco. Number 17, Jeff Cristuta. Number 23, Ryan Reyes. Number 24, Corbin Miraglor. Number 25, Marco Ditching. Number 27, Roderick Rodriguez. Number 28, Andy Benguera. Number 31, Frank Labayan. Number 39, Kim Tombero. Number 70, James Arae. Number 79, Philip Villarante. The head coach, Joel Villarino. The assistant coach, Reggie Miraflores. The assistant coach, Francis Marcona. Assistant coach, Virginia Sobrato. Goalkeeper coach, Robert Mendoza.
2 years ago, they needed to be second place. But in 2022, and this best serve of the night at the 117 minute, your champions of the PFF U19 Boys National Championship First Division, Negros Occidental Football Association. Drama at its finest. A final that we will never forget. Over 90 minutes needed to go to extra time, but the football gods gave it to Negros Occidental FA and used Kyle Francis Alipon as the source of the winning goal for Negros Occidental FA. From everyone here at the PFF production unit, we would like to thank you all for following and watching the PFF U19 Boys National Championship. This is just the beginning. We'll see you all next time.